Lil Jojo, Joseph Coleman, who was on the drill scene in Chicago, died at an early age of 19. Lil Jojo was featured on Season 1, Episode 4 of Final Hours. Lil Jojo lived at home with his mother, Robin Williams. Lil Jojo's parents separated at a young age. He was only a child. Lil Jojo stated in an interview that growing up in Chicago is a struggle in itself. He stated he just wants to use his music and get his family out the projects. He also stated that street life is not okay and that he didn't choose this. He was born in it and he has to survive amongst wolves. Lil Jojo began his rap career at a very young age. He began rapping early on. He would kick a mean freestyle and try to remember it later. Lil Jojo tried to balance his relation between his friends, his girl, and his brother Swag. Swag is Lil Jojo's half-brother. Lil Jojo also had a half-sister. His brother Swag and his sister are months apart. Lil Jojo insisted to his family that he would be the one to get them out and be able to buy them the things they didn't have in life. Unfortunately, Lil Jojo never made it out to live his dream. Here is the story of Lil Jojo, Joseph Coleman. Lil Jojo had some of the hottest tracks in Chicago. He dropped Shit Is Real, which featured P. Rico from Brick Squad.
This shit is real in the field, so I keep it still. This shit is real in the field, so I keep it still. This shit is real in the field, so I keep it still. You throw up an L, you see how it feels.
Lil Jojo has a reputation in the streets of Inglewood. Jojo was 069, Brick Squad, at which he repped Ikeyville and Wooga World. Lil Jojo was insane. He was not BD or GD. Lil Jojo was insane GD, meaning they forged their own alliance under Folk Nation. Lil Jojo rapped about missing Ikey. Ikey was a good friend of Lil Jojo, a member of Brick Squad. Brick Squad is also known as D-Block. Original members of the block are Vay, Reggie, Kevo, Real, Freaky, Javo, and Nino. Brick Squad has also lost members. They lost Lil Don, Ikey, Nails, Smiles, Pills, Hustle, and King. They have also claimed the bodies of Ty from Dipset, Romel from AMG, and more bodies from Lamron, DP, Lowlife, and Face World. Brick Squad clicked up with GD Sets, Tukaville, Jaro, M.O.B, 051, T-Dub, EBT, and CMB. Lil Jojo made his game popular on a large scale by his notorious disses to the opposition. I'm going to revive this case and take you back to 2011 when it was hot. See, Lil Jojo has a crazy ass story, and you already know. Lil Jojo's demise actually started to go south when he began his BDK movement, of which the GDs followed the movement as well. Lil Jojo's BDK movement was an anti-antagonist approach toward the Black Disciple Nation. Lil Jojo was going hard at it. Lil Jojo's BDK movement was necessarily for the nation of BDs. However, if you say K, it is. Lil Jojo had to defend his actions. But why? Why would Lil Jojo do that? That was sporadic. Why would he diss the BDs for no reason? Well, it all started with Lil Durk. On March 2012, Lil Durk had released a song that would add on to the war in Chirac. Lil Durk had released a song titled L's Anthem. In L's Anthem, Lil Durk had dissed Brick Squad and Wiggle World since they with him. Lil Jojo and Swag De Niro was driving to Hyde Park when they heard L's Anthem on the radio and heard Lil Durk diss their set. L's Anthem was released via DJ Tune and courtesy of Paris Bueller. Durk's anthem caused Jojo to react. Durk stated, "If you don't fuck with me, then don't F with me. My own niggas, I don't trust them. Brick Squad, I say F them. Wiggle World with them, so F them." Once Durk sent that diss, Swag and Brick Squad was mad, but like, shit, it's just music. However, Lil Jojo took it to heart and got on that. Lil Jojo was like, "He just dissed us. Hell no, I'm about to go crazy," in my Lil Jojo voice. Lil Jojo immediately tells Swag to drop him off at the studio. Lil Jojo then goes to the studio and drop a Get Back diss. Lil Jojo goes into the studio, and in 2 hours, Lil Jojo has written and recorded 300K, a diss track to Chief. Lil Jojo was applying a lot of pressure on Lil Durk. Lil Jojo was only on crush time with Lil Durk, however, Reese got in. Lil Jojo, Lil Reese, and Lil Durk started a war. Lil Jojo dissed Lamron and OTF them. Durk and Reese dissed Brick Squad. Both sides went at each other. Jojo said on multiple occasions he wanted to kill Lil Reese once he catches him. Lil Jojo kept taunting Reese and OTF Durk on Twitter. He sent over 600 messages aimed at 300, OTF and Lamron. Lil Jojo was definitely ganging. On September 4th, 2012, Jojo eventually caught Reese in traffic, then posted it to Twitter, on which he revealed his location. Jojo was on his way to meet Young DeCapo on 70th and Princeton when a Ford Taurus pulled up and opened fire, striking Lil Jojo. After Lil Jojo was shot, he laid there in front of his friends, fighting for his life, waiting on the ambulance to take Lil Jojo to the ER. Then time goes by, and Lil Jojo is in the ER, and the bullet penetrated both sides of his heart. Surgeons are unable to save him, and Joseph Coleman passes away a short time later after being shot. Lil Jojo passing set off a lot of chain of events. The movement he started turned all the way up, and people started to die. The passing of Lil Jojo became the bloodiest get-back retells in USA history. Jojo's death resulted in over 500 homicides. The surgeon at the ER room had expressed to Lil Jojo's family that his condolences are with them. Immediately after Lil Jojo's passing, his death started to trend falsely, wildly wrong in error. However, we clear that up, gang. Hours after word got around that Lil Jojo of 300K Drill Song got killed in Inglewood, members started to diss him on Facebook and YouTube. Keith Bonds and Larry Porter made a YouTube video laughing at Lil Jojo and how he was killed. Keith Bonds, aka Kiki, is a member of the Black Disciple Street Gang. Kiki was from Tay-Town in memory of Tasky. Here's a photo of Tasky from 300. Larry Porter was from Lac City, which are GDs. Lac City stretch across Wallace and Eggleston along 100 and 101st. After Kiki and Larry dissed Jojo on YouTube Live on September 4th, hours after Jojo died, gang got up. They caught Kiki that night and tried to kill him. However, he was able to slide down the alley on 62nd, merge on the 63rd, and got away, but his other friend wasn't so lucky. Gang, trying to kill Kiki, shot his friend and sped off. Kiki then returned to help his friend. Kiki tells Larry what happened, that he was almost killed by the ops. Larry tells Kiki to stop lacking and that he needs to listen. The very next day, September 5th, 2012, they catch Larry on 87th and Holland off the Dan Ryan Express and shoots him in the head. Larry Porter had just been shot in the head as get back. The ops stretched right and bent out cause they just caught a body. Two of the shooters parked down the block and plan their next move. They decide to leave to Missouri, however, not before seeing the crime scene. Months later, one of the shooters are locked up on a petty case. The second shooter still has the murder weapon and 12 is pulling him over. However, he panics, ditches the car, and foots it down the block and hides the murder weapon so he doesn't get caught with it on him. He is arrested for felony flight and other minor traffic violations. 12 asks him why did he run over a petty traffic ticket. He states, "I was scared." The next day, he calls collect to his homie from county. He tells his boy he handled that for gang. He responds, "Where is the blick?" The killer states, "I dished it." His boy says, "Where?" He said, "In the backyard, 2 houses from where I got booked." He tells his friend to go get it. His boy heads out. However, county listens to the call and alerts detectives, and they rush to the spot and they find the weapon. They had no idea he had that. They processed the pistol and the weapon came back with DNA on it as a positive hit on Larry Porter, who was killed a month earlier. Missouri police contact Chicago PD and alerts them to the weapon matching their victim in the M.O.B system. Chicago PD ran a separate check and the weapon recovered matched the ballistics removed from Larry Porter's body. Chicago PD then expedites Pat Glover back to Chirac and used this audio recording as evidence that he threw it in the bushes. They pulled all the audio tapes and all three were admitting, laughing, and talking about the murder on county phones, and all three were booked on murder. Larry Porter is now deceased, and now the ops want Kiki. 1 week later, after JoJo died, Kiki is spotted walking down 59th and Normal. They pull up on Keith Bonds. Kiki hop out the car, open fire, and shoots him in the head and flee the crime scene. Here is a photo of Keith Bonds, Kiki, and its memorial. After Kiki died, Jasmine Curry went to flower his memorial in memory of her friend Kiki on 57th and Normal. Keith Bonds was Jasmine's best friend. Anyone tied to this and JoJo was Get Back Retail. So 3 weeks later, Jasmine was killed. At 3 a.m., Jasmine was driving around the block on 55th and Garfield. She merged onto the Dan Ryan Expressway and was ambushed and was shot in the head. At 3 a.m., Jasmine was with her friend. At the time, she was driving around early morning hours along Garfield Boulevard. Jasmine's father also just buried her brother, and now his daughter, Jasmine, has 5 children. Also, the autopsy discovered she was pregnant. Also, Lil Rob from 300 was cool with Kiki, Jasmine, and Porter. Now, all 3 are deceased. Jasmine's friend fled and left Jasmine on scene. Before Lil Jojo's death, he would meet with Chemo, Kels, Smiles, and P. Rico to shoot dice on 69th and Stewart and 68th and Harvard. Lil Jojo and Lil Mister both attended Robinson High School. Lil Jojo dropped out his freshman year because he wanted his GED. Robinson High School is in Inglewood on Chicago's South Side. Young Chop and Lil Jojo had the same teacher. He nicknamed JoJo's Camp 6775. Lil Jojo's teacher would call Lil Jojo's crew Camp 6775 in reference to 67th and 75th members hanging in one group. Lil Reese, Lil Durk, and 300 members attended Robinson High School, and which was located on 68th and Normal on Brick Squad territory. The death of Lil Jojo was very impactful to his fans. His memory lives on through his music and memories of individuals that knew him personally. Bless up, Lil Jojo. We love you, boy. Your memory always alive. Rest in peace. It's like when you live a life, there's consequences that come with the territory. We live amongst the wolves, and we can't be sheep. So at some time, motherfucker gotta clap back, gotta fight back just to survive. Lil Jojo went through a lot trying to survive as a man, but unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. It's really hard to grow up in these streets and become a man at the same time when faced with so many circumstances. And the life that we live and the life that we chose just happened to take us out ourselves. When you fight in a battle, you can sometimes lose a war when you're looking within yourself and you're not dictating the actions that are leading up to the consequences of our decisions. Jojo, boy, I tell you now, you touched a lot of souls. You moved a lot of people. And a lot of motherfuckers look up to you, shorty. You watch it from above. No one can judge you. We gonna keep your memory alive, bro. 1.